Hello everybody, welcome to part 2 of Disturbed. Let's not waste any time and jump right in. So here I'm gonna cross the bridge instead then. You cross the bridge safely and continue down the trail. After all that has happened, you feel that you should take a moment to rest. You find a spot under a tree and sit down. Getting comfortable, you tilt your head back against the tree and gaze into the sky. I wouldn't take a nap right now because anything can happen when I'm asleep. So I guess I'll take the second one. Oh god. As you pick at the grass blades in your reach, the ground begins to shake. Before you can get up, roots from below sprout from the ground and wrap around your legs. You turn around to see a large angry face looking back at you. Your jaw drops in horror, no sound or scream escapes your tongue as the tightening grip of the roots squeeze whatever is left out from your body. Your adventure ends here. God damn it! I'm gonna take a nap instead then. Your eyes close and your body relaxes, you fall asleep within seconds. As your mind wanders, you see a blurry image. Details emerge as you gaze. You wonder who this might be. That was me when I died. No? A bad feeling then overcomes you and you realize who this is. You try to wake yourself up. You wake up and jump to your feet, looking about yourself and your surroundings. Oh, so I, woke myself up because I saw myself dying. That's pretty cool. All seems well. You can't help but feel fearful that something bad will happen to you if you stay here. Moving forward seems like the only logical option now. You reach a point where the trail splits up into two parts. Which way should you go? Go left, like Beyonce, or go right? To the left, to the left. After continuing down the path for some time, you come to a stop. You notice that there is some sort of trail that leads through the grass up toward a nearby hill. If you had not stopped, you probably would have never noticed. Which way do you go? I want to see what the right wing was. You reach the end of the pathway. In the distance is a tower looking over the area. A gate secures passage to the area with a wall around the property. Also of interest, there is a tree that has a hole carved into it. Something's gonna jump up at me, I guess. You approach the tree and notice the hole is big enough to fit your hand in. You look and see something shiny in the hole as if it were metal. Feeling around with your hand, you find three knobs, one on the right, one centered in the middle, and one on the left. The middle one, the left one, and the right one. The knobs lock in place. You wait for a moment, but nothing happens. It must be some sort of combination. Oh. Yay! You hear the rumbling of rocks as the ground starts to shift underneath you. Everything goes dark and you sink below the surface. A hole above you seals up, trapping you underground. You find yourself with no evident way out but the path before you into the darkness. Your only choice is to move forward. You see three separate paths within the walls of the cavern. Which path do you choose? Right. The passageway divides before you. Where do you go? Right? The passageway soon ends with an enlarged mushroom sitting in front of you. A steady river of water flows between you and the mushroom. You walk toward the mushroom as if it were something more than what meets the eye. Walking forward, you take a step into the water. To your dismay, your foot hits no bottom and you fall in. You reach to grab hold of the edge to the surface, but your body freezes stiff. You lose your sight completely as the chilling water sends your body into shock. Without any sense of touch and warmth, your lifeless body sinks into the darkness. Your adventure ends here. Yay! Right. Left. You walk forward into the dark, unsure what lies beyond. Oh god. So I went right, then I went left. Left. You move forward into the darkness. Again? Oh. So wait, I'm gonna go back. Right, left, forward, and right. Oh. As you make your way forward, you discover a large cavern. An old-looking ship rests against the edge of the lake, with debris shattered around the surrounding area. Run and inspect the ship. You cautiously walk down toward the ship. The air is chilling and you fear it won't be a good idea to stay too long. The possibility of discovering something that can help you drives you to explore. You climb aboard the ship. As you take a moment to observe your surroundings, you are the only welcomed by the trickle of water brushing against the wood of the ship. You move about to see where you can go. Every footstep you take feels heavy as you hear the sound of wood cracking under your feet. You feel this ship has been here for quite some time. You explore under the deck of the ship. Nothing but the sound of your footsteps bounce about the structure of the ship. From one room to another, you come to discover a kitchen. Although there is nothing unique about it, you feel you should take a moment to inspect it. Inspect the drawers. You pull one out after another, finding that they have been emptied. Dust spreads about the air as you disturb their rest. Checking underneath, you discover a rusty knife resting on the floor. You find that there are plenty of hardened rat droppings dotting the edge of the wall. You take the knife in hopes that you may defend yourself with it. You see a lone pot resting on the fireplacey thingy. You gaze downward and open the oven door. Nothing but ash fill the oven chamber. You close the oven door. I move on. You continue your lonely tour of the ship, only to find there is nothing for use of value. You make your way back to the deck and decide to continue your search. Again you find nothing much but empty rooms, left to remain in dark solitude. You discover a door with fancy markings about the woodwork. Perhaps this is where the captain resided? You discover the room of the captain. Unlike the other parts of the ship, everything seems to have been left alone in this room. Before you rests an old wooden desk with papers and assumed belongings of the captain. There is a small bed off near the corner of the room and some chairs in the other. You have a feeling deep down that you shouldn't take anything. Other than the lamp and other objects, there is a small sack of papers in contrast to a lone paper resting by itself. Approaching the desk, you begin to inspect the papers resting on the desk. The loan document. Notice to the crew. Due to our unexpected predicament, everyone is being split up into groups of 2 and 3. Scouting assignments will be given until we find a more habitable place to settle. For now, we must do what we can. Peering about the pages of this collective pile of documents, you realize that most of these are personal notes or journal entries. You pick a few and begin to read. Day 7. The voyage has gone quite smooth as we begin our second week away from home. The spirits of the men are high as we anticipate the discovery of new lands that lie beyond our documented knowledge. It has been my dream to accomplish something world-changing. Together we move forward with full hearts and unbreakable spirits. Day 66. It has been just over 2 months out at sea, and we have yet to discover anything new. We have suffered through many storms, and sickness has plagued the ships recently. Several of my favorite crew have passed on to the next life. Poor guys. I see the growing doubt in the eyes of my fellow laborers as our voyage continues day after day. Food rations have been cut in half, in fears that we may have to turn back. I dare not let myself think of failure. Those men who have lost their lives, the sacrifices to make this voyage possible, I cannot let them be in vain. Day 91. It has come to roughly 3 months out there on the endless blue. With much pain, we have turned around. Yes, we are headed for home port. We have just enough food to make it back. I hope we have a smooth journey back. The spirits of the crew are low and bitter due to our failure. I do not let myself get caught up in thinking of it. Truly, we did not intend for this to happen. Seeing that there is little left to see, you take your leave. The wood under your feet crackles as you exit the vessel. You make your way back to where the tunnel divides. The left one, then I circle back, right? Yeah. I'll go left then. And right. Notice that there is a light off in the distance and you continue to move forward. Eventually you make it into some sort of concrete room. Turning around, you see a hole in the wall where you came from. Your guess is that it wasn't part of the initial design. You turn around to see a door. There being little to nothing in the room, you decide to move on through the doorway. You find yourself in what looks like a basement. You turn about to discover that in each direction there is a door. Boxes of supplies and debris litter the floor and corners of the room. You notice that there are several markings on the doors and floors, some of which scare you. You got a bad feeling about this place. Maybe inspect the supplies? You walk about the room, browsing through the dust-covered storage. You find some rope in one of the boxes. It feels strong to the touch and has minimal wear. You decide to take the rope. Yay! Well, the right door also has scratches on it, but I'll rather go into the scratched room than the bloody room. You enter a small room. There is a large cauldron in the center of the room with wood resting beneath. There is nothing on the shelves, as if someone cleaned this place out. You look into the pot but find nothing in it. With nothing else to see, you exit the room. Alrighty. The door behind me is, you walk up the steps. You enter a large room. The air is polluted with dust and spiderweb cover the walls and ceiling. Where should you go now? I'm gonna go outside. Standing before the tower, your heart begins to sink. This is no doubt the birthplace of the spread. Oh no. There's a fountain before you with statues to your right and left. Inspect the fountain maybe? There's a dark haze about the fountain. The water is black and the smell burns with every breath. You feel a slight pull toward the fountain as if it were calling for something. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna... Oh! Oh, no, I'm back here. You know, I'm gonna quickly check whether the left side had something interesting. Trails in grass are like maybe made by somebody that just walked through the grass, so I don't trust that. I'm gonna continue. Oh, you walk for some time to find an endless field of grass. There is a stone well near the path. Inspect the well. You peer down the well. Other than the evident water at the bottom, there is a coin resting against the wall. If possible, you feel you should go down and take the coin. I don't know. Oh wait, I got a rope. I think maybe I can grab the coin with my rope. You pull out the rope, you find a... Yay! Yes! And fasten it to the well. You climb down with ease and obtain the coin. You struggle to pull yourself up and out of the well, but you do so successfully. You then loosen the rope and stow it away. Awesome! Yeah, you know, somebody would like to run away, but I'm guessing there's nothing really there, so I'm just gonna go back. So we're back here again. The right door was the cauldron, the left door was just going back to the tunnels, so I'm gonna go. I know this is a bad idea, but I just want to see what happens. I'm going to enter the middle door. Oh, you enter a room full of metal cages. Before you is a hallway marked with questionable markings. You don't like the feeling you have about this place. Whatever was in these cages surely did not like to be locked up. You notice that there is an animal in the cage in the left room, but from the dark stains on its fur, it is dead. Okay. You cautiously walk down the hallway, entering a room with two cell doors. Before you can do anything, a large hound leaps in front of you. Aw, Doggy. It kind of reminds me of a chimera with like the snake tail, sortish. The beast doesn't look very vicious, but one wrong move can surely be the end of you. Oh, it's not vicious. You pull out the knife. No! No, 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 no. I don't want to pull out the knife and prepare for an attack. I don't want to do that. The dog reacts and starts to growl at you. Yeah, of course, because I'm a threat. Yeah, that's what you get. The hound dashes at you and sinks its teeth into you. Even with the knife, you merely cut the beast before it knocks the knife out of your hand. I would never cut a dog. Never. You don't survive long and die a painful death. Your adventure ends here. Never attack a dog. Ever! So guys, this was the end of part 2 of Disturbed. If you'd like to see more, please like, comment and subscribe on our channel Sarkozama Gaming. I will upload part 3 as soon as I can, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!